Hi, welcome to Focus Karate and MMA Center in Edina, Minnesota. My name is Josh Lepstock. I'm an MMA instructor here at Focus. This is my training partner, Jason. We're going to talk a little bit about the guillotine today, but I want to kind of cover some stuff that isn't normally covered, so I can kind of give you guys something kind of special to look at. So here's how I get a guillotine. So I'm passing the guard. It comes from a lot of, I do a lot of like kind of diving through, going for the front headlock control, and this is kind of why this choke comes up a lot for me. So I'm coming through here, and then I come to here, and I go to this chin control. So as I flow out of here, I hold his face just like this. My elbow's very tight. It's like I want to cover his ear with my arm over here and use my chest to cover his ear here. Now when I'm falling down, now I kind of pull up on him, and generally he'll follow me up now because that's a lot of pressure on his neck. Bring my legs up into position here. And generally I like to have this one actually across his belly, like this, because then when I apply, see if I apply that pressure there, how it connects to the wrist. Okay, so I'm here, and now I just move the wrist up higher. So a lot of people get confused on the guillotine. They think it has something to do with squeezing. It doesn't have anything to do with squeezing at all. It has to do with bringing your wrist up real high and then using your lower back to finish. So wrist as high as we can. It's good if we can ever get this elbow up. It kind of helps from some of his defenses. Also makes it a little tighter. And so the wrist is up as high as you can, then I just kind of put my back into it. Okay? Actually, in this case, I'm kind of putting my abs into it too, twisting up. All right, so let's go back. So here's how it looks like in my fast version. So I go right for the front headlock, and a lot of times the guy's already rolling up into me. I gotta make sure I get my hand in underneath if I can. Sometimes it still works here, but this is much better. Leg across the belly, leg across the back, bring my wrist up as high as I can, and then finish. So let's go back again. Unwind it. So as I'm rolling in, this is a lot of pressure. Be careful with your training partner. You can see how I have it like a neck crank right here. So usually they follow up. Usually they follow me up. And what the follow up does is it just turns that neck crank into a choke. But if let's say he doesn't want to get choked, he doesn't mind getting neck cranked, he starts to panic and he starts to go flat to his back. Then I'm going to take my hand from his chin, and I'm going to put it right here on his pec. So the back of my hand is going to lay on his pec. And now I'm going to lay my chest on his chest. Okay, and now I need to get my wrist to go up higher because that's how we finish. Remember, it's not about squeezing. So I can squeeze here, it's not doing anything to him. I don't have my second arm in there, so I can't move my arms together anyway. But my arm doesn't do anything. Okay, it just needs to be there. What's going to apply the choke is this other arm. So when I take my arm and I push my shoulders, it changes what my wrist is doing. So watch. As I push, my wrist goes higher. If my wrist is higher, that's driving into his throat. So I know that's hard to see here. So let's say I get into here, he goes flat to his back. I'm going to come up and I'm going to start to push up. Okay? If I need a little more leverage when I'm pushing up, I'm going to start to walk across into the mount position. And now when I get into the mount, I can crank more. I can see it. It's like I keep pushing, because as my shoulders change position, my wrist changes position. So, for example, right now there's no choke. He doesn't feel anything. Now he feels something. Hey, nothing. I'm not doing anything with his arm. It's not like all it does is sit there. And that applies the choke. Of course, I'm going to stay down tight on it. But anyway, so I hope you guys give you like a little different kind of look at the guillotine. As always, you don't want to just be too anxious to just roll to your back. But at the same time, if you kind of know where this is going and you're real comfortable with this is something that's really, really works well for me. It's very high percentage. Usually surprised everyone the first time, if they've never rolled with me before, usually I tap them out at least once with this. But anyway, so I hope you guys get a little different look at like some other things you can do with the guillotine, some other options, and also that it's not like how we're really applying it. Like this is the application. My shoulders change, so if my elbows here, my shoulders change, my body changes. That's the choke. No choke, choke. Okay, so remember here at Focus Karate, we offer free 30-day trial. So come in, you want to learn some more jiu-jitsu techniques and stuff, come in, try us out for free for 30 days. Thanks.